Good morning everyone, I'm in Tampere, Finland, and I'm about to visit Särkänniemi. That's massive. Included in your ticket at Särkänniemi, you get to go to an observation tower, which we're going up now in like the coolest elevator I've ever seen. Oh! You can see the whole park from up here pretty much. The park also looks kind of dead. That's not operating, and the log flume has run completely dry with boats just sat there. MotoGee also looks dead. Let's go on some roller coasters. I say some because only like half of them are open. Okay, I think the amusement park entrance is right here. Let's go on Tornado. So we're like walking through a tunnel, basically in a cave, the station. This looks so cool. This orange is so bright. Here we go, second row. It was a station wait, not 100% smooth, but I was expecting a rough ride since this is Intamin's take on an SLC. It's quite forceful, particularly the Cobra roll. We're going to do it again. It's a bit rougher towards the back, but the drop's also a lot better. I'm not sure how I feel about the Heartline rolls, giving so much hang time with over-the-shoulder restraints. Yeah, it turns out we're getting the orange train every time. Just had a proper back row ride, and it's getting better and better. I like it a lot. Not quite as much as a B&M invert, but I think, to be honest, it's probably just a little bit below the worst invert. In terms of smoothness, it's completely bearable. Meanwhile in Särkänniemi, on to boom, ride the boom, be continued. I think this is literally called X. Wait a minute. Yes! I am hyped. Whoa, that's intense. Yeah, honestly, this is probably one of my favourite flat rides. Time to ride Troy. I've been told that this type of flat ride is a dying breed, so I think it's quite cool to get on this then. Turns out only a few of the rides are open at 10 o'clock when the rest of the park opens. For others, including Trombi, the Zamperla Volare, you have to wait until 12 o'clock. This is such a disproportionately large warehouse building.
Dear customers, the launch is intense.
Do you want to see some real speed? I liked Skyscream a lot when I rode it 2 years ago, and Skyscream is a clone of this, but somehow I like this even more. You can use the shin bars to your advantage, and you can get so much room. You get thrown up into the restraint, and the hang time here almost feels like you're basically stood up. I'm blown away by that. After just one ride, I'm certain that's the best ride in the park for me. And here is the original Angry Birds land. Of course, the developer for this game, Rovio, are from Finland, and this came before Thorpe Park. They have a slingshot ride here that looks intense. Valtimato, it's a credit. Let's go. I think it's now just about to rain, like really heavily. I can hear thunder. And look at that cloud behind the tower. It must be pretty cool to be up there right now. Wait, what? It actually is it's a tornado. Someone's lost their hat. What on earth? They're flying particles. The water got really rough. I think we're just gonna keep going like normal and go on MotoGee. Scratch that. We've seen some lightning, so I don't think any rides are open now. Holy shit! I'm actually shook that I managed to get it on camera striking the tower that we were just in hours ago. We're waiting in the shelter of a bumper carts ride. The park's literally become a river now. We are on our tippy toes trying to stay out of this rain. What on earth is going on? The blue sky's come back. I think now we can try and get on some rides. I also didn't know MotoGee station is literally right next to the lake. This is such a scenic park. Is the launch any good? More intense than hype? Probably is better than hype, to be honest. The Zamperla propaganda. Does that say Moto Toaster? Oh my, that ride had no right to be that good. From the outside, it looks like it has such an uninspiring layout, but some of the transitions and the turns, they flow really well for such a compact coaster. The launch is surprisingly good. I almost didn't really expect much, and I was almost shocked by the power of the launch. I think that might be the best Tampere I've ridden. We're now going to do the log flume, which looked pretty deserted before, but it's certainly alive and breathing now. Never mind, it clearly must have been on life support because it's not open. It looks kind of cool with the buildings behind it, and I don't know, I don't really have much else to say. But I'm actually not too concerned about this ride, and I'm somewhat looking forward to it actually, because my last ride on one of these a couple of weeks ago was Hero at my home park, and I actually really enjoyed it. Are you excited for your first?
No, that transition is not it.
That was so much worse than Hero. UK enthusiasts, stop complaining. This thing is like 10 times rougher. What were your thoughts on that?
It wasn't too bad. Like,
How are the turntables? We've done all the credits. Now it's time to come back to this area of the park and ride some pretty insane looking flat rides. Is it called Caution High Voltage or just High Voltage? Okay, looks like we're going to be on the next cycle. Let's go on the other flat ride here. We're gonna go back on this before we go back on Hype. I want to go on this ride basically for the rest of the day. I'm not even kidding. I love it so much. Are you ready to see a magic trick? I'm gonna make this train disappear. It's gone. The restraints are different as well. These are hard shin bars instead of the soft ones like Skyscream. And this can allow you to get even more room with the upper body. The air time and hang time and that is so strong that it hurts your thighs. It's literally RMC things that this does. I don't know how I can rank it so high when it doesn't have much of a layout, but I prefer this to the Smiler, and it's well inside my top 30. Started that fourth ride on Hype with my hood down, somehow finished with my hood up. It's still closed, just unplug it already. What's that? Yeah, it's definitely better than Velocity. Let's go on Tornado again. Been on the orange train 5 times, and finally we'll get a 6th ride on the yellow. Why does it change to square track there? Somehow the yellow train's more forceful. I'm joined today by Jojo, who you will have seen in the comment sections of my videos for the past 3 years at least. And you have a channel yourself, don't you?
Yeah. You'll probably find it in the comment sections indeed. It's Kern and Fanboy. And we just got off our 6th ride on Tornado. Finally got the yellow train, and it's a surprisingly good coaster. It's not the smoothest, but it's also not really rough, and it has some good forces. It's quite intense actually.
So make sure you check out his channel. Imagine getting airtime on that. Later that day, it doesn't feel that scary. Percentage star exclamation mark, hashtag exclamation mark, question mark, plus at euro sign exclamation mark. Pow! Have you ever seen a drop tower that rotates? Bro, you shouldn't complain that any drop tower is forceless until you've ridden this one. Let's do the disco coaster. It was actually okay, I guess.
So we do it again.
Literally nobody wants to ride it, and
I kind of want to ride it.
oh no! Why did we go on that twice?
Fucking Volaires, man. I really like that one.
Yeah, it's back in Hype's queue line. I'm happy again. Okay, I don't know if I was deluded earlier, but I think I've realised that the Smiler still is better than this. It's still very close though, there's not much in it. Still have it one spot above Skyscream though, so that's something. It seems that the log flume has been resuscitated and it's now out of hospital. Look at that angle at which the drop goes into the water. That looks like a soaker. Tukioki is the name of the log flume, and I've only just realised that we've not even got to the entrance yet. Probably going to be the longest queue of the day, and I've got my raincoat on already. Oh god, here we go. Bye. Hype has no queue. 8th and final ride on Hype. Goodbye, Hype. I was very hyped for Hype, but now the hyping is hyped out and there's no more hype. It's closed! Yeah! Was hat passiert hier heute? Bro, why is the train there? Yay, it's going again! Time for a front row ride. After an 8th and final ride on Tornado on the front row, I think I've finally grown to appreciate this ride a lot more. I think first of all, the uniqueness of the station is amazing. I actually think it's best in the front, and I'm glad I queued a little bit longer to get that. So we have actually left the amusement park a little bit before it actually closes, and I feel satisfied with the amount of rides we've had today, and I don't really feel the need for any more. Look at this dude.
Probably from Birmingham.
I like turtles. Why do all the fish here look so depressed though? I swear these are all statues, these aren't actual real things. That's hardly an aquarium. Gone back up to the observation tower for the last time. I find it funny how Tornado just consumed the car park. I might go to the toilet whilst I'm up here because I'm taking that shit to the next level. Also, what on earth's been going on in the car park? That has been Särkänniemi. Thank you for watching.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Buckle up, it's a trail ride.